In today's video, I'm going to try and find the lowest calorie full meal in my local McDonald's. And it's not going to be the lowest calorie meal, it's just what a normal person would order that's low calorie. So let's see what we can find. So I walk into McDonald's and then I start ordering. And what I ordered was, for my main, hamburger, for my side, a salad, and for my dessert, a sugar donut. And obviously, you gotta get the Coke Zero for your drink. Just stay till the end to find out how much the total cost was and the total calories. So I finished ordering and then I go and patiently wait for my order to be finished. And then I go pick up my food and then go sit down. Then I'll start devouring the food as always, and I'll be then giving the ratings. And I did order a small Coke Zero, which came to a total of €3.10, which is actually quite expensive for a small drink. I was actually blown away on how expensive it actually was. There's no point of rating a Coke Zero because it's literally just Coke Zero. There's nothing to rate. Now the very first thing we're gonna taste is the hamburger, and the hamburger came to a total of €1.90, which is pretty cheap for a burger. The macros follow by 255 calories, 9.2 grams of fat, 3.5 grams of saturated fat, carbohydrates 29 grams, sugars 6.9, fiber 2.1, and protein 13, and last thing, salt 1.1. Now there's not much protein in it, not really the best protein source. That's actually the lowest calorie burger you can actually find in McDonald's. It's a very plain burger, you're not gonna get much out of it, and it was not really filling. There's definitely better burgers out there. McDonald's never has the best burgers. So out of 10, I'll give the burger, for its taste, this is only for its taste, I'll give it like a 5. Now for our second item, which is our side, it's gonna be a salad. Very plain salad, you're not gonna get much out of it, plus it's McDonald's. Salad actually came to €2.40, which is quite expensive for a little tiny salad bowl. And the macros are gonna be followed by 18 calories, 0.5 grams of fat, 0 saturated fat, carbohydrates 2.1 grams, sugars 1.9, fiber 1.1, and protein 0.9, and salt 0.05. For the salad, I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. A very plain salad. I didn't get any dressing on it, but I just had a plain salad, and yeah, that's really it. Now for our dessert, we had the sugar donut, and that came to €1.90. And it's a plain sugar donut like any other donut, and the macros are followed by 197 calories, fat 11 grams, saturated fat 4.6 grams, carbohydrates 21 grams, sugars 5.7 grams, fiber 0.8 grams, and protein 3.5 grams, and salt 0.33 grams. Now for its taste, you know what, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because it's actually quite nice. I was not expecting it to be nice, but to be honest, it's a good donut. It's a whatever. It's a plain sugar donut. You're not gonna get much out of it, but it's nice. Now what's the total cost and total calories of this meal? So it came to €9.30 with less than 500 calories. So yeah, honestly, it's not the best regarding price. Calories, you know, it's a fair enough, but it's not something I would get next time. Now I am curious about other fast food restaurants. What is the lowest calorie meals in their restaurants? So we'll be doing that maybe in future videos. Now it's not the lowest calorie meal you can actually get. Like the lowest calorie meal is probably less than 400 calories, but it's mainly just salads, which is not ideal for if you actually want to eat something.
Is it worth it? I would say no, because you can actually invest that money into something way better in your own supermarket. Because spending over nearly €10 for barely anything, it's not really worth it. And if you want something low calorie, you can always find that in a supermarket. So that's really it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and see you in another one.